Have you ever wondered to what extent fallen angels can influence our lives? Imagine an invisible universe, where heavenly and dark forces wage a continuous and silent battle for control of the human soul. It's a struggle of intentions and influences that goes far beyond what our eyes can see, involving our hearts and minds in a game of mystical forces. Many believe in the protective power of angels, luminous guardians who guide us along the paths of life. However, there is a disturbing possibility that fallen angels, beings who have chosen the path of darkness, can also exert an influence over us. What can they do? How far can their actions affect our choices, our thoughts, our essence? And, most importantly, how can we protect ourselves from these influences? The idea of being exposed to these dark forces can be frightening, but we are not helpless. Knowledge is power, and knowing how fallen angels operate is the key to keeping our mind, heart, and spirit safe. Get ready for a journey of discovery, where we will explore 7 revealing pieces of information that will shed light on this mysterious and vital issue. Let's dive into this unknown universe together and unlock the secrets that will allow us to protect ourselves and those we love from any negative influence. Fallen angels, also known as demons, are beings of mystery and power whose origins date back to the ends of heaven. Originally, they were created with the noble mission of serving as divine messengers, bearers of God's light and will. However, in a surprising twist, some of these angelic beings chose to rebel against their creator, seeking an independent and autonomous existence. Lucifer, the brightest among the angels, led this celestial revolt, dragging along those who shared his ambition and discontent. This rebellion is richly narrated in various religious texts, each describing in impressive detail the moment when these angels defied the divine order, resulting in their dizzying fall from heaven. The light that once illuminated their paths was replaced by a deep darkness, a reflection of their choices and the loss of their connection with divinity. Today, fallen angels are seen as powerful influences, constantly striving to divert humanity from the path of righteousness and truth. What motivates these entities to continue in their relentless quest to destroy divine plans? What secrets do the fallen angels hold that could unlock the mysteries of existence itself? This journey into the unknown promises not only to reveal intriguing facts, but also to awaken a sense of wonder and caution in the face of forces that operate beyond our comprehension. Fallen angels can exert a surprisingly subtle but powerful influence on our lives, penetrating the intimate sphere of our minds and emotions. Imagine what it would be like if, without realizing it, our thoughts were colored by invisible shadows that arouse feelings of fear, anger, envy, and depression. These feelings, instigated by shadowy entities, can distort the way we see ourselves and the world around us. This psychological manipulation not only alters our perception of reality, but also diverts us from our true purpose and the inner peace we seek. It's as if a dark fog settles over our soul, obscuring our vision and undermining our ability to make clear and balanced decisions. These dark forces can push us down a path of self-sabotage and hopelessness, creating a downward spiral of negativity. The question that remains is, how do we recognize these feelings that aren't ours? How do we shield ourselves from these invisible influences that try to undermine our happiness and spiritual growth? On this journey of discovery, we will explore the means to strengthen our mind and heart, learning to discern between our true feelings and the deceptive insinuations of fallen angels. Together, we will discover how to regain the inner light that has been stolen from us and restore our connection with our divine purpose. Fallen angels are complex figures, masters of the art of temptation and manipulation, skills they use with almost inconceivable cunning. In a world full of uncertainty, they specialize in exploiting our deepest vulnerabilities, offering false promises that seem like real blessings. They are subtle seductions, carefully designed to appear attractive and desirable, but which ultimately serve to divert us from the path of goodness and righteousness. Imagine a moment of weakness, when your emotions are running high and your mind is struggling to hold itself together. That's when they approach, whispering words of comfort and offering easy solutions to complex problems. They paint a picture where difficulties dissipate instantly, where success is within reach with as little effort as possible. It's an almost irresistible offer, a powerful temptation that promises immediate relief from daily struggles. But the reality behind these promises is grim. Easy solutions often come at a high price, and apparent victories often hide devastating defeats. These fallen angels manipulate our perceptions, distorting what is real and true. They create a world where wrong seems right and right seems tedious or impossible to achieve. These entities are skilled at identifying our deepest desires and needs. They know how to present themselves as the answer to all our problems, whether through material gain, professional success, or even relationships that seem perfect. They weave their manipulations into every aspect of our lives, offering shortcuts to what we want, but inadvertently leading us down a path of self-destruction. The power of temptation lies in its ability to disguise itself as something benign or even beneficial. Manipulation occurs when we convince ourselves that the choices we are making are entirely our own, when in fact we have been guided by external influences that do not wish us well. It's a game of illusions where the rules are created to confuse us and divert us from our true goals. The key to resisting these negative influences lies in awareness and vigilance. We must always be aware of our own thoughts and feelings, questioning the origin of our decisions and evaluating the consequences of our actions. It is essential to maintain a strong sense of purpose and alignment with our highest values. Prayer, meditation, and self-knowledge are powerful tools that help us distinguish between the inner voice of truth and the deceptive whispers of fallen angels. On life's journey, temptation and manipulation are constant tests of our inner strength and faith. By recognizing the tactics of the fallen angels, we can better prepare ourselves to face and overcome them. Each challenge overcome strengthens our resilience and deepens our understanding of what really matters. Ultimately, true power lies in our ability to choose good over evil, truth over illusion, and light over darkness. In doing so, we not only protect ourselves against the temptations of the fallen angels, but we also move closer to our true purpose and the fulfillment that comes from living a life of integrity and love. As we explore these profound truths, we are reminded that the battle between light and darkness is not only external, but also internal. By strengthening our spirit and mind, we become beacons of hope and resilience, lighting the way not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. Together, we can resist the temptations and manipulations of the fallen angels and emerge stronger and more connected to our divine essence. Faith is more than just a belief, it's a powerful force that connects us to something greater than ourselves. When we cultivate a strong connection with spirituality, we create an invisible shield against the influences of fallen angels and negative forces that try to lead us astray. This faith is not just a passive defense, but a source of energy and courage that allows us to face the most difficult challenges with determination and hope. Believing in a higher power, such as God, gives us a sense of purpose and security. In times of trial, this belief acts as an anchor, keeping us firm and stable even when we face emotional or spiritual storms. Faith helps us to see beyond the immediate circumstances, reminding us that we are not alone and that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, no matter how dark the path may seem. This spiritual connection also guides us to make wiser decisions in line with our deepest values. In a world full of distractions and temptations, faith acts as a map, guiding us in the right direction and helping us to discern what is true from what is false. By trusting in a higher power, we can find the clarity needed to distinguish between the deceptive voices of fallen angels and the voice of our own conscience. Faith also nurtures our resilience. In times of difficulty, it gives us the strength to persevere and overcome the obstacles we encounter along the way. It is faith that inspires us to keep fighting even when all seems lost. It gives us the courage to face our fears and challenges with confidence, knowing that we are being guided and protected by something greater than ourselves. In addition, faith connects us with a community of people who share the same beliefs and values. This community can be a source of support and encouragement, helping us to stay strong on our spiritual journey. Together, we can share our experiences, learn from each other, and find solace in difficulties. The faith community is a constant reminder that we are not alone in our search for meaning and purpose. The practice of prayer and meditation is an essential part of strengthening our faith. These practices help us connect with the divine, find inner peace, and develop a greater understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Prayer is a form of communication with the higher power, a way of expressing our hopes, fears, and thanks. Meditation, on the other hand, helps us to calm the mind and listen to the inner voice, allowing us to access the wisdom and guidance that is always available to us. Ultimately, faith is a daily choice. Each day, we have the opportunity to strengthen our connection with the divine, to cultivate hope and trust, and to face life's challenges with a renewed perspective. In doing so, we not only protect ourselves against negative influences, but also open ourselves up to a life of joy, peace, and purpose. We invite you to explore and deepen your own faith, to discover the transformative power it can have in your life. Together, we can build a world where light and love prevail over darkness and disillusionment, where each person finds their way to true happiness and spiritual fulfillment. Rituals for protection against the influences of fallen angels are deeply rooted practices in various cultures and religions around the world. Each tradition has its own methods, developed over centuries of accumulated wisdom, to help people protect themselves against the forces of evil that seek to divert our attention and undermine our spiritual strength. One of the most common practices is prayer, a powerful tool for communicating with the divine. Prayer is not only a request for help, but also a way of strengthening our connection with God and other benevolent beings. When we pray, we affirm our faith and our intention to remain steadfast on the path of good. Some traditions recommend specific prayers for protection, invoking the help of protective angels or saints to guide and defend us against negative influences. Many believe in the power of sacred objects to protect against evil. These can include crucifixes, saints' medals, precious stones, or talismans that are used as a form of physical and spiritual protection. These amulets are often blessed or consecrated, imbued with positive intentions and a spiritual connection, serving as a constant reminder of the protective presence of God and the angels. Purification with herbs is another common practice, especially in indigenous cultures and Oriental traditions. Burning herbs such as sage, frankincense, or myrrh is seen as a way of cleansing the environment of negative energies. The aroma of these herbs is believed to ward off evil entities, purify the spirit, and create an atmosphere of peace and serenity. Meditation is a practice that transcends cultural and religious boundaries and is used to strengthen the mind and spirit. By meditating, we become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to recognize and ward off negative influences. Meditation can also involve visualizing a protective light around us or repeating specific mantras to invoke divine protection. In many traditions, protection rituals are performed together with the community. These ceremonies strengthen the bonds between participants and create a powerful network of mutual support. Community members come together to sing, pray, or perform purification rituals, all with the common goal of protection and spiritual strengthening. In addition to traditional rituals, the regular practice of gratitude and kindness can serve as a form of spiritual protection. When we focus on the things we are grateful for and act with kindness towards others, we raise our vibrations and create an aura of protection around us. This positive attitude naturally drives away negative influences and helps us maintain a pure mind and heart. These rituals and practices remind us that although evil forces may exist, we also have tremendous power within us and around us to protect and guide us. By adopting these practices, we not only defend ourselves against negative influences, but also draw closer to our true divine nature, finding peace, strength, and purpose in our daily lives. Imagine having a heavenly friend always by your side, ready to offer guidance, protection, and consolation in the most challenging moments of your life. This is the role of guardian angels, divine beings specially appointed to look after us, protecting us from negative influences and helping us to stay on the right path. Guardian angels are like beacons of light, guiding us through the darkness of temptations and traps set by fallen angels. They help us to see clearly when everything around us seems confused and uncertain. The presence of a guardian angel is a constant reminder that we are never alone in our struggles and challenges. Invoking the presence and protection of guardian angels can be an essential step in avoiding negative influence. When we feel overwhelmed by fear, doubt, or sadness, we can turn to our guardian angels for help. With a simple prayer or a silent thought, we can ask them to be with us, enveloping us in their protective light and keeping us away from the forces of evil. As well as protection, guardian angels also offer guidance. They help us make wise decisions and recognize the paths that lead to peace and happiness. With their guidance, we can avoid the deceptions of the fallen angels, who try to lead us astray with false promises and temptations. Guardian angels teach us to trust our intuition and to listen to the inner voice that guides us towards the good. The relationship with our guardian angels is deeply personal and can be strengthened through spiritual practices such as meditation and prayer. By taking time each day to connect with our guardian angels, we can create a stronger bond and receive the blessings they have to offer. This connection fills us with peace and confidence, allowing us to face life's challenges with courage and hope. Guardian angels also inspire us to be better versions of ourselves. They encourage us to practice compassion, kindness, and generosity, and to spread these virtues around us. By following the example of our guardian angels, we become a positive force in the world, helping to bring light and love where there is darkness and pain. In moments of despair or uncertainty, remembering that we have a guardian angel by our side can be a source of comfort and strength. Knowing that we are being protected and guided by a divine being gives us the confidence to move forward, even when the path seems difficult. So don't hesitate to call on your guardian angel. They are waiting to help you, to protect your soul, and to guide you towards the light. By trusting your guardian angel, you can face any challenge with the certainty that you are being cared for and loved. Imagine having a detailed map of the hidden dangers that can surround us. How valuable would that be for our safety? In the same way, understanding the tactics of fallen angels and being aware of how they operate is crucial for our spiritual protection. Knowledge acts as a shield, helping us to identify and avoid negative influences before they can affect us. When we educate ourselves about fallen angels, their strategies of deception and temptation, we gain a significant advantage. We know how to recognize the warning signs and thus avoid spiritual traps. This awareness allows us to act with discernment, choosing the right path instead of being easily deceived by false promises or seductive illusions. Books, studies, and religious teachings are invaluable sources of knowledge to strengthen our spiritual defense. Through these sources, we can learn about the stories and experiences of others who have faced similar battles. These lessons provide us with a deeper understanding of the nature of good and evil, enabling us to make informed and wise choices. In addition, continuous study and education help us to keep an open and curious mind. Instead of fearing the unknown, we feel motivated to explore and seek answers. This desire to learn strengthens us spiritually, nourishing our faith and bringing us closer to a fuller understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Knowledge also promotes resilience. When we understand the tactics of the fallen angels, we become less vulnerable to their influence. We know how to react appropriately when faced with temptations or challenges, and we are better prepared to resist the pressures that can pull us away from our spiritual purpose. It's important to remember that knowledge is a continuous journey. The more we delve into study and reflection, the stronger we become. Each new piece of information, each new perspective we acquire, adds a layer of protection to our spiritual armor. Knowledge enables us to live with confidence and purpose. We understand that, despite the negative forces that may exist, we have the power and ability to protect ourselves and live a full and meaningful life. By seeking knowledge, we cultivate a life of spiritual growth and evolution, always moving towards the light and the truth. As we end our journey of exploration into the influence of fallen angels and ways to protect ourselves, it is vital to reflect on the immense power that knowledge and faith have in our lives. Each revelation we've discussed, each tactic uncovered, provides us with a clearer vision of how we can defend our souls against the forces that try to divert us from the path of light. Imagine for a moment life as a big stage, where the fallen angels play their dark role, trying to confuse and disorient us. But instead of being passive spectators, we have the power to take control. By understanding their strategies, invoking the protection of guardian angels, and applying spiritual protection practices, we become protagonists in our own story of victory and overcoming. My question to you is, how can you use the knowledge you have acquired today to transform your life? How can you strengthen your faith and build a robust defense against negative influences? The answer is in your hands. With every prayer, with every practice of protection, with every study and reflection, you are creating an invisible shield that allows you to navigate the storms of life with safety and purpose. The truth is that the journey doesn't end here. The path of self-discovery and spiritual protection is continuous and full of opportunities to grow and evolve. By embracing the power of knowledge and faith, you become not only a guardian of your own soul, but also a source of light and hope for others. So what will you do with everything you've learned? How will you use these powerful tools to light your path and that of those around you? The choice is yours, and the possibilities are endless. I invite you to keep exploring, learning, and becoming stronger. Allow each discovery to inspire you to seek the truth and protect your spirituality even more fervently. The journey is yours, and the power to shape your destiny is in your hands. Don't let the shadows of the fallen angels discourage you. Instead, use the light of knowledge and faith to shine brightly, lighting the way to a future of peace and fulfillment. Thank you for being with us on this revealing quest. May your journey be filled with wonderful discoveries, and may you continue to walk with courage, wisdom, and an unshakable faith. Until next time, when we will explore even more mysteries and profound truths. May the divine light always illuminate your path. And so we conclude another fascinating journey into the influence of fallen angels and how we can protect ourselves against them. If you found these revelations as intriguing as we did, don't forget to show your support. Click the like button if this video has brought you new perspectives and helped you better understand the importance of spiritual protection. Leave a comment below and share your opinions or personal experiences on the subject. We'd love to hear from you and find out how this information has impacted your life. Subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We have many more exciting discoveries and deep topics to explore together. Each week, we bring you new information and insights that can transform the way you see the spiritual world. And remember, if you like this video, keep watching. On the screen, you'll see a selection of related videos that go even deeper into what we've discussed today. Don't miss the chance to further expand your knowledge and strengthen your spirituality. Thank you very much for watching to the end. Your presence and support are fundamental for us to continue bringing you valuable content. Together, we will continue to explore the mysteries and light that surround us. Until next time, and may you continue to walk a path of peace and enlightenment. Stay with us and see you soon.